Hi there. My name is Alykhan Pabani, and I'm running to represent you as a member of the Communist Party of Canada. I would like to address the fact that the candidate for the People's Party has now been offered 3 debate stages in this riding, and why that decision actually does irreparable harm to the very social fabric that binds our communities together. Maxime Bernier's People's Party was founded, amongst others, by a neo-Nazi, members of Pegida, and members of the Soldiers of Odin, which continue to have ties with the party, and they are emboldened by Maxime Bernier's anti-immigrant, anti-trans, and generally bigoted rhetoric.
That's a lie.
Now, many of you may think that these ideas can be defeated by open debate, and by symbolic gestures like turning your back while they're being debated. That will not happen. In fact, research shows that when the audience views the speaker as being eloquent and personable, that it actually serves to, the platform actually serves to elevate the stature of that speaker. Now, some others may think, this isn't that big of a deal, and in fact, the People's Party is a good thing in the bigger picture because it siphons off votes from the Conservatives. Okay? Yeah, I know. This narrow-minded view ignores the very real harm that's done to our most vulnerable communities by throwing them under the bus for the sake of political expedience. Make no mistake, our society will be permanently changed after this election because we validated these views. I'm not alone in this sentiment. In fact, just last week, the Toronto Star's editorial board decided to give an interview and a profile to Maxime Bernier, despite the intense backlash from journalists of color within the newsroom. And I'd like to read a quote just now from one such journalist named Sri Paradkar. Quote, "Of course, many journalists of color, there are not that many of us in the newsroom, felt let down by our employer's decision. It stopped us in our tracks, forcing us to change gears from the regular demands of the job. We didn't have the luxury of shrugging or rolling our eyes. Many of us had deadlines, yet we had to take on the emotionally exhausting task of organizing and speaking up to explain to our management why this impacted us so viscerally." Donald Trump's tenure has shown us that the free speech argument serves to enable hate speech, which then translates to hate crimes, as we've seen with Alexandre Bissonnette and his Quebec City mosque massacre, and countless other examples. We somehow still arrogantly think that we can argue these ideas away out of existence. That's not the case. I'm very proud of the Communist Party's platform and its progressive answer to decades and decades of neoliberal policy that have kept people in poverty, and I was very much looking forward to discussing those policies with you tonight. However, I cannot stay on this stage in good faith, in good conscience. I cannot stay on this stage in good conscience, and I would hope that the other candidates would join me in taking a principled stand and defending people of color, immigrants, refugees, by refusing to participate in a debate that legitimizes the hateful fomentation by the misnamed People's Party of Canada. Thank you.